Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am sorry my hair is like absolutely crazy right now, but 1000% of the time, you know, it has a mind of its own. We're just gonna roll with it. And yes, I am totally wearing a Macca shirt and it is awesome. They did a collab with Uniqlo and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna wear a Big Mac. And on the back, 100% beef. You all know that's true. Today's video is my top 10 products from Daiso Japan. Now I'm sure like most of you know what Daiso is, but if you don't, it is a 100 yen or dollar store in Japan. Japan does have multiple kind of chain dollar stores, but I do believe Daiso is the biggest one. They have like Daiso, Kandu, Seria and whatnot, but Daiso is definitely the biggest out of the chains, and they're also at kind of like a global market now. They've got stores in Australia and in America and I'm sure like a bunch of other countries. They literally have absolutely everything, like beauty products from makeup to skincare. They have storage, they have gardening stuff, they have stationery, what else? They have laundry stuff to snacks and whatnot. So they really do have such a variety of products for $1, and the thing about it is they're such good quality products for $1. You would not be able to buy these products at this quality in even regular stores and whatnot. I do know in Australia that Daiso sells their products for $2.80, which is close to 3 times the price, but if you include shipping and all that, it is naturally going to be at least that price. And honestly, even for $2.80, these products are prime quality, so I think it's still totally worth it. And if you are in Japan, definitely stop by a dollar store, especially Daiso. I know they have a gigantic one in Harajuku in Takeshita Street, although it is always hella busy. They do have them all over the place. There is one in my local shopping center, so that's where I usually go. But today I thought I would show you guys my top 10 products from Daiso. They're definitely not all beauty related, I'm gonna say that in advance, but these are kind of the top 10 products that I will always kind of have on me on hand, and if I run out I'll grab some more. It's just really convenient items for such a good low price of good quality that I get from Daiso all the time. Let's just hop right into it, I guess. Let's go. Alright, so we are first going to start off with a very basic item, and it is hand sanitizing wipes. Now this might seem like, what? But honestly, hand sanitizing wipes come in so handy when you are out and about and you just need to quickly wipe your hands. There are different types, different sizes, but I usually buy these small packs. They do have smaller packs and stuff in Australia, but usually for like one of these, it is probably, what, $2 to $3, I think? From memory, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But you get 3 of these packs for $1 and you get 10 wipes each, and they do have really cute design as well. So I got the mini one, of course, Disney, because why not? That's another awesome thing about Daiso. They have a lot of character items and stuff as well, which you would think would usually be expensive. I have one in pretty much every bag that I have, in a big bag and a small bag, and then one in my room, and it's just awesome. Like, so multi-use, you know? Made in Japan. Daiso is very proud of a lot or most of their products being made in Japan. So travel wet wipes, hell yes. Next is quite similar, but they are actually baby wipes. They've got a few different types with wipes. They've got like sanitizing wipes like mouth and hands, and then the baby wipes, they actually call them akachan oshiri fuki, which literally means baby butt wipe. So I use the baby wipes because they are non-alcoholic and obviously they are gentle enough to use on baby's skin. I use this for absolutely everything. I always have one big pack, and I think all of them come with more than 100 wipes. This one is 107 wipes for $1. Like, that's a crap ton. I use them to, say, get off foundation if I put on my hand, when I'm doing swatches, when I'm cleaning up, honestly, like dusty areas or something that's got makeup or dirt. I even use them to wipe down my body sometimes. It's been really hot these days, and I do have like the cooling wipes, but they're a lot more expensive than baby wipes, obviously. So if I don't feel like I'm super gross, but I just want to wipe down like my arms and legs quickly, I will use baby wipes, and they work perfectly fine. I did choose a Hello Kitty one this time. I'm not the biggest fan of Hello Kitty, but I thought I would just show you guys like what kind of different designs they've got. Obviously they're not like the super best material, super thick material. They are fairly big, you know, it's enough to wipe down your hands and whatnot of makeup and all of that. It does also say it is paraben free and unscented, so if you are sensitive to smelling that, all good. There is no scent to it, and I go through them like crazy. Like, I'll use them for absolutely everything. I've always used baby wipes with wiping my makeup and that, and I remember in Australia even the cheapest I could buy was like 3 packs of 80 20 for like $5 or something like that. So it's really cheap and perfectly fine for what I use for. So if you are a person like me and like always want something like wet to wipe off, clean off, whatever, they are super handy. Next, I have talked about these before, but foaming nets, they are perfect for foam cleansers. A lot of people do just foam it on their hand and kind of use it, but once you use this, you cannot go back. They honestly foam up the cleanser so well. Of course, you can buy more expensive ones from other brands and from drugstores, but this works perfectly fine, and you can kind of stock up on them without feeling bad because they're so cheap. When I went to the store, they had two sizes, a small and a large. They probably do have a medium, but we're out of stock or whatever. But obviously they come in a variety of sizes as well, and it crunches up so little, so it's perfect for traveling as well. Next, I have also talked about this before in, I believe, my hydrating skincare routine, and it is the silicone masks from Daiso. So these are silicone masks that are to be worn on top of sheet masks. So you put your normal sheet mask on first, and then you put this rubber one on top. This helps the sheet mask obviously not fall off, and then it also helps keep the moisture in, because as time goes by, the solution and liquid that is in your sheet mask is going to slowly evaporate into the air and kind of lose moisture. So this helps keep that in. I do definitely recommend this two-way one. They do have another one where it's just one sheet, but if it doesn't fit your face properly, it goes kind of baggy and kind of doesn't really stick properly to your face. Whereas these two-way ones, you can actually cut it in half and then use just the top or just the bottom, or I just use it as one, and because it has 4 loops, this is the one I've like used. I'm just gonna put it on. Oh my god. You can put it on like that, and then it like goes tighter on your face, and you can just adjust it, and it fits a lot better on your face than just using one of those single ones, but it makes it kind of hard for you to talk after a while, so just be aware of that. But if you do come by them for $1, they are awesome. I use them like without a doubt every single time I use a sheet mask, and they are latex, so they last a really long time. I have been using this one for a long time now, and honestly I just use it, wash it, and then hang it to dry, and it's perfectly fine. It hasn't been damaged or anything. Next is the Puff Sponge Detergent. It is basically just a simple detergent to wash your makeup sponges. It works really well. It's kind of like a thick gel consistency. You put it on your dry sponge, squeeze it, and then wash it out, and it washes out super easy, does not leave residue, does not foam up too intensely that it takes forever to drain out. Obviously it's a huge seller, because even when I went to the store they had stacks and stacks of it, and I have experienced multiple times where I went to buy it and it was sold out. So I always have these in my house. They're just so easy to wash my sponges, like beauty blenders, the Real Technique sponges, even just regular kind of thin sponges that you keep in your compact and stuff like that. It works fine for all sponges. So I definitely recommend them for $1. Super easy. You don't have to mix up anything or make a mess or use a different container. You can just squirt it on your sponge and you're done. Next are oil blotting papers. Now I'm sure all of you have used them, and there's about 1,000 different types out there. I went a little bit crazy and bought a few types myself. Even in the dollar store they have a huge variety. The of course, a Disney one. This is like a Rapunzel blotting paper, and even the paper itself has a pattern on it. Like what? They had a few different types of Disney princesses. Super cute. They come in a pack of 40, so obviously the designed ones are slightly more expensive compared to the other ones. This is kind of their regular one with silk in it, and that comes in 100. And then they have this one, which is their kind of regular one but with charcoal in it, which is good for your pores obviously, and they are actually kind of like a bigger size, which is awesome. You kind of need one and it'll take care of your whole face, and that comes in a pack of 100 as well. I believe there were other ones. They had packs of 200, and I think the maximum that they had was a pack of 300. So 300 papers for $1 is super bargain, and they work obviously perfectly fine. Once again, you can get better ones in drugstores and stuff, the ones that have like powder infused in them that help kind of get rid of the oil and mattify your skin as well. But I like the concept of them being really cheap, that I don't feel bad using a bunch of them. How about we try one now? I'm gonna try the charcoal one, and they come in a really nice kind of sleek container, and they all are 100% wood pulp, unless they have like a little bit of whatever in it. Like this one, it has charcoal, but the base is 100% wood pulp, and it is again a Japan quality, made in Japan product. All right, let's have a look see. I mean, I don't think I'm too bad right now because I did just do my makeup and there's still oil. Does anyone else find it like therapeutic? Whoa, forehead, hello. I think it was that bad. But obviously that one sheet was like plenty for my face. Looking nice, not too greasy. But they do have a bunch of different types and I always think it's super handy to have around. You can slip it in your handbag super easy. They are so thin and friendly for travel as well. So I definitely recommend picking up a couple of the oil blotting papers. They're awesome. That was weird. Another really simple everyday product, small hair ties, like the small rubber hair ties. I actually use these all of the time because I have really thin hair that if I do like plaits or something, by the time I get to the end of my plait, there's like not enough hair for me to tie up with a normal like thick hair tie because it's just so thin. But these are the perfect size. And how many are there? I don't even know. They're usually like 100 or 200 for $1. What is that? That's literally like a cent each. That is so cheap. They do not break easy at all. I use them to tie my hair. I use them to like tie up bundles of things, snacks that I'm in the middle of eating. Thin but extremely stretchy Japanese made product. They do come in a variety of colors. They have black, brown, colorful, clear, and all of that good stuff. So that's definitely something I have in my house. And one pack lasts a very long time. I think I bought this at the start of being in Japan and there's probably still like 80 of them in there. So they don't break. They last a really long time and it's just handy to have. These are disposable shower caps for bath time, for travel, for hair dye. As it suggests, they are super multi-use shower caps. They are disposable, but I usually use them a couple of times. The main purpose I use them for is when I do hair treatment, just so it keeps the moisture in my hair and also so it doesn't kind of go everywhere. When I do my hair treatment, I put a shower cap on top and just like leave it at that. I do quickly wash it and then reuse it a couple times and then throw it out, but you get 12 in a pack for $1, so you definitely don't feel bad throwing it out. They are disposable. They're also perfect for hair dye, obviously. Once you dye your hair, you don't want it to get everywhere, but you usually have to leave it in for a while, so put it on. Easy, you don't have to use Glad wrap and wrap your head or anything, like we have all done it before. And of course you can use them as a regular shower cap, which I don't actually do. I just tie up my hair and then have a shower and I seem to be okay without getting it wet. But if you're a person who definitely gets their hair wet when trying to have a shower, you can use these. Disposable, 12 for $1. I don't think I have to explain it anymore. They're shower caps. Next is an item that I'm sure all girls would understand having, and they are Ziploc bags. You can use Ziploc bags for absolutely everything. I use it to store everything. I was going to start a list, but it's just like absolutely everything. I usually keep these two different sizes. They call this a medium size. I would say it's half an A4. Is that a B5 size? But they have so many sizes and they do have just normal plain ones. I do usually prefer to get the character design ones just because they're cute, you know. So this time I got the mini ones in this big size and then Mickey ones in this small size, which I actually bought this small size when I first got to Japan and I still have a bunch of them left. This has 30 in this small little pack. These small ones I use for piercings, tablets, like vitamins and that. Chewy, because I buy like a bottle of Chewy and I just put like some in a little Ziploc bag, all that little itty bitty stuff. And then this medium size has 12 in a pack and I use this for even like photos, toiletries when I'm traveling, papers, receipts and stuff like that. And the good thing about them is all of them, even though they usually do have a design, like one side is clear and then the other side has a design, so you can actually still see what is inside, which is really handy too. But I always get some Ziploc bags. And another little hack, I actually use this size as a phone protector for my phone when I have a bath and shower and stuff. Obviously make sure that it doesn't have holes and stuff, but it is pretty good, like thick Ziploc bag. It's not like a thin, super weak one. And honestly, I just pop my phone in here and I take it with me in my shower and bath so I can listen to music or watch Netflix or whatnot while I have a shower, and it is awesome. It works perfectly fine. Of course, it does not work with Touch ID. That's the only thing, but you know, just punch in your passcode, we all know that. But yes, Ziploc bags are super handy. Your mum, your grandma, your uncle, your cousin all know that they'll be super handy. That was weird. And my last thing is kind of not a handy or hack or anything, but it's actually kind of like my favorite snack to buy at Daiso, which everyone might not like, so just have a heads up that you might not like it. Don't blame me if you don't like it, because I am warning you, you might not like it. But they are called kari kari ume, and they're actually pickled plums. So they are like pickled, so they're like a vinegary, sour plum, I guess. They had two types there. They had like an uncolored one, which is kind of like green, and then this is technically like the colored one. They have a pinky color, and I love them as a snack. They're like super crunchy. Listen. Ow. Be aware they do have a fairly big pip in them. It's so good. It's turning into like an ASMR video. But they're a really, really good snack. This is an 85-gram bag, and it is 45 calories for 100. So even if you ate this whole bag, it's probably like 40 calories or less. So when I just want like a little something, a little tasty, I don't know, I just really like them. But I guess if you like pickled things or are kind of game to try that kind of thing, I mean, if you like umeboshi from Japan, that's literally what it is, just like a crunchy version. But if you're kind of unsure, just be aware it might be a little bit different, because it is quite, is sour the right word? I feel like it's not sour, it's like vinegar. What is suppai in English? Someone tell me what suppai is in English. Comments below. But yes, that is all I have for you guys today. They are my top 10 current Daiso favorite products that I will always go and buy and need in my house. If you do have a Daiso nearby, go and check them out. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know these products or use these products all the time anyway, but I thought I would share my thoughts on my favorite products. And if you are a frequent Daiso goer, please leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite product from Daiso is. If you guys liked this video and the content, go ahead and click like and go click subscribe down the bottom if you would like to know when I upload a new video and stuff like that. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.